Hello, hello, and welcome, or should I say ho, 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 Christmas cousins. I'm Cousin Chad.
And I'm Cousin Seth.
And Cousin Seth and cousins out there, for those of you who don't know, we are the Christmas Cousins. This podcast started because my dear Cousin Seth was not properly celebrating the holidays, specifically Christmas, and I love it. And I said, Chris, I call him Chris sometimes. I said, Cousin Seth, we've got to take you on a journey, teach you all about the holidays, and along the way, meet some fabulous people. None more fabulous than Christmas cousin, the Christmas aficionado himself, Joe, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome,
Signature
Joe.
hello. Is that your own, Joe? Did you come up with that on your own?
I did. I didn't steal it from anybody.
No? Jaja Joey. That's what we should call him, Seth. Jaja Joey. But we are here tonight because Joe just came back on a Christmas Cousin-sponsored trip to Christmas Con, where we set him up with hotel room, tickets, photography with the celebrities, Christmas Cousins t-shirts, beer, Harold's Pancakes, gas mileage, everything. Oh, by the way, we need your receipts, Joe. It's all covered.
Okay.
Yes.
I was going to say, I have my receipts if you need me to send them to you.
We do. Send them over to Seth. He's going to look over that, with a fine-tooth comb, as they say.
Yes.
So,
Good. Sounds good.
We are getting very close to Christmas itself. We are recording a week out from Christmas Eve. How wild is that, guys?
That is crazy.
Crazy.
I'm not ready, and it doesn't sound like Seth is either. I heard the episode that went live today. So,
which was Seth is. What did you think about that, Joe? We discovered Seth has no Christmas Eve plans, and he's not getting a tree. That we're back at square one.
I think we have to fail him, and he has to go back to the festive freshman. I can't.
Oh, hold him back.
He's not ready to be a jolly junior. You know, I mean,
I love. Wait, Joe.
I'm going back instead of moving forward in the news.
Yes.
No tree. Your Santa suit. You had to return. You're not doing anything for Christmas Eve, and then
nothing's been planned yet.
And then Mrs. X doesn't even have a tree, so she's failed as well. I don't understand what the point of this podcast is if you don't have any growth.
That's right. Well, there is growth. Last year, I have to defend my cousin here. Last year on Christmas Day, he stared at a wall and yelled at TV. This year, he has huge Christmas Day plans, so there is growth. However, I love that idea of holding him back and I love calling him a jolly junior, but we bring him back to festive freshman. Fantastic.
He's got what, the rest of the year, I guess, until I guess whenever your next season starts probably next week.
We start new seasons every week. Yeah.
Right.
Season 12 starts next week.
But at some point, we have to decide whether or not he's able to move on. And right now, he's failed. I have to give him an F.
Wow. Well, I just asked that. Hope it's a fair assessment. I hope everything is taken into account. That I have
this
done.
is beautiful.
The peanut brittle has been taken into account. Yeah.
Oh, no. This is beautiful. Here's what we're going to do. Okay, this is the best episode ever coming up this winter. This is going to be awesome. We're going to judge Cousin Seth, and is he going to become a jolly junior or be pushed back to festive freshman? We can have Seth make his arguments. We can have a panel of people who can argue pro or against. Seth, if you have people you want to get, Joe, this is great. We could have a panel of people. Everybody makes an argument, and then I may have to play Christmas Cousins College Dean and decide after listening to all the arguments. This is great.
No, this is terrible.
I think you have to have some experts ask him questions and decide whether or not he has earned the right to become a jolly junior.
Wow.
This is gotten way intense.
This is fantastic. I love this. Came up organically on air. Great.
I was fine with you, and then I hear no tree, no Santa suit, no Christmas Eve plans, peanut brittle. I mean, it's just it's a failure.
It's breaking like your 3 ornaments last year.
And your excuse of I have a cat. I have 2 cats. And I have 5 trees.
So he has 3 trees. Yeah, 3 trees are okay, Seth. 2 trees get attacked.
Someone's held up in that special room.
Wow. Okay.
Wasn't expecting this.
Let's think about this.
All lines are busy.
Okay, I'm trying to play that sound effect. I think this is fantastic. Okay, Seth, I love because Seth, Joe, Seth. One thing Seth is not a big fan of is show prep, and defending himself would require show prep.
I have to build a whole case and everything.
Yeah. Do you know any lawyers that can help you, Seth? Work on your case?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm trying to tap with somebody here. There's got to be one in the group.
Oh, is he allowed representation, or should he represent himself?
No, he has to represent himself.
Of course, yes.
Yeah,
Pro bono.
Yeah. We can't have a lawyer try to, manipulate what he knows. I mean,
right.
He's got to answer for it. I mean, the whole point of this podcast is to have him grow. But right now, all I'm seeing is he's falling backwards.
Oh.
Wow. Okay, this is great. Okay, I like this. We'll work out the panel. We'll work it out. Seth will defend himself. The panel will bring up questions for him, and then I think I'll play Christmas Cousins College Dean, and I will make the final determination. I think that's fair, because then I don't have to argue for or against my cousin, because I may be biased either way.
Oh, yeah.
I actually think you need to find a third party person to make that final decision. I can't. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think Chad is biased, and I think he will just do it because he knows that the money is going to go.
It's there.
Going to go away. Yeah.
Wait, you're saying I would push? Which way would I go?
I think you would. I think you would push him forward because you don't want to have to go back and try to remember saying he's a festive freshman instead of a whatever sophomore.
That's interesting.
I think quite the opposite. I think he would enjoy seeing me run through some of these things again and make good on some of those.
Yeah, and I figured it bought us 3 more years of things because he's back as a freshman.
How many more episodes we can get out of this?
Yeah, this is great. Okay, so this is a big breaking news coming up this winter. Breaking news. We will be determining if Seth graduates to become a Jolly Junior or goes backwards to a festive freshman. This is... I can't wait. I almost can't wait for Christmas then so we can get to this. This is giving me hope for after the holidays. This is fantastic. Wow. Okay.
I think I figured out my New Year's Eve.
Well,
my Christmas Eve, excuse me.
If you remember, Chad, we were actually talking about giving him a final exam.
We were
before, and it kind of all fell through because you had to go surfing. So
that happens. Welcome to my world.
So
yeah, Seth asked me a question earlier. I responded with pictures of the waves, and he knew I wasn't available for a little while. They did look good, huh, Seth?
Yeah, I live in the center of the country and I have a webcam. Just so I know, I'm like, oh, good. He's gonna stop harassing me all afternoon.
I get an hour break around
text. Yeah, right.
What the is he texting about now?
Well,
okay,
we
so
have
that's great.
officially gone off topic.
Yes, we have. we do need to find out who that unbiased third person will be. I have someone in mind. We'll talk later. Okay, so Joe
the fact you say I have someone in mind.
Yes.
We need a good Joe needs to find someone that knows someone that can find someone.
Right, that's true. Go to the private chat. I have a name in there if he's so inclined. And don't say it. We'll see after because it'll be a surprise. But I think that could be good.
Oh, why is it? Oh, hold on.
Or one of those two. We'll see. Anyway, Joe. Yeah, that'd be good, right? One of the two, if they're so inclined. Okay.
Okay.
So here we are. Cousin Joe just got back from Christmas Con 2024 all the way in tropical New Jersey. Yes. Yes, I said tropical New Jersey.
Tropical New Jersey with the drones flying ahead over both.
Yes. Did you see any drones while you were there?
I think I did, yeah.
For real? Was that not a flying Harold's pancake?
No, it was a drone keeping an eye on me.
Wow. Seth, did you send a drone to keep an eye on Joe?
No, I had other plans.
Oh, okay. So I did see a few people he talked to with a tulip that had like a microphone and camera in there. I guess that was you, Seth. That was very
Absolutely.
good. With body cam. So, Joe, you drove from Pittsburgh to New Jersey voluntarily. Yes. Not everybody drives to New Jersey in December voluntarily, which I am doing.
Fun. It was not fun, let me tell you.
What do you drive? You drive through West Virginia, do you, or Pennsylvania?
No, I was cheap because I was afraid Seth would not pay for the tolls.
Oh, okay.
So I drove through West Virginia on 68 and then cut up through Pennsylvania, and down to 78, and then I avoided all tolls except on the way home because the weather was so bad that it was probably safer to go the turnpike. Surprisingly, but
So what do you mean weather was bad? Was it snow?
it was snowing. Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, that's fun. Was that the first snow you've seen this year?
No, it snowed in Pittsburgh a few times already, but this was I went. There was about 4 miles where I was driving 10 miles an hour.
Oh,
So,
really? Full on like blizzard. Oh, why did you film it while driving through a blizzard? I guess. I
oh
didn't answer my
that would have worked out great.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense then. I think.
No, the car exploded.
There we go. Finally had it in context. So you made it back safe and sound. You white knuckling it all the way because you had to get back and record this episode. So
9-hour drive on Sunday. So
wow.
Oh my God.
Wow. How's the weather there right now, Joe? We're going to do a little breaking news weather report live from Pittsburgh. Yeah, I think so. How is it there?
in Pittsburgh, it is about 50-some degrees today. Yeah.
Okay. Pretty warm for Pittsburgh this time of
Actually,
year.
by the time I got home, it was fine. But around Hershey and Philly, it was a whiteout. So
Right. Okay, wow. I didn't realize. Seth, how was the weather in Chicago today?
It was cloudy and 35. A
high
little
of
bit
35?
windy coming out of the southwest.
Ooh.
I don't know if that would be a direction I would normally come, but we're seeing some weird activity around these parts. Back to you, Chad.
Well, I thank you, Seth. That was Seth in the sky, everybody. Traffic on the ones coming up later. Actually, in the Carolinas today was like near 70. It was actually
nice.
unseasonably warm for this time of year. Yeah, it was nice. So like upper 60s, low, no wind, close to 70. It might have hit 70 inland. So anyway, there's the weather, everybody. So Joe gets to Christmas Con day one Friday, Joe. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Let's go to that. So how is it compared to other years? Let's start at the day one. What is the first thing you do?
So as soon as I arrived at Christmas Con, I walked in and
I didn't mean that. That was so hot when you
like,
walked
place
in.
the
I was like, what does that mean?
I knocked my microphone over and hit the button.
Welcome to the seventh circle.
So I walked
They're
into
hard.
I walked into Christmas Con. It was I got there about 1 o'clock. The doors don't officially open until 2.
Okay.
And I walked in, and the first person I saw was Cousin Carly.
Oh my gosh! Wow, very nice.
She was
A Christmas
she was,
cousin, a very first person you saw. Wow.
yeah. So she was
Nice.
there, and she goes, "I have something for you," and I was like,
Whoa.
"Oh, what do you got?" And she gave me my official boot shot. It even has a little tag on it. Says to Joe from Carly.
Look at
So
that.
I now have my own Tyler Hines boot shot glass, and if you can see his little signatures on there.
Oh, nice.
Great
Just like
to
the ones we
glass.
have, thanks to cousin Carly as well. That's so cool. So now we all have one. Oh,
Yeah.
we should have planned. We should have done a little shot together, a little party.
Oh.
I have whiskey right here, surprisingly, guys.
Do you always have emergency whiskey on you, Seth? Do you? I don't, but I'll watch you two.
I don't, but I can get something very quickly.
Okay. Yeah, if you guys want to do a celebratory shot, go for it, Seth. I'll keep going. That'll be fun. I'll watch.
Okay. All right.
I like it watching other people have fun. I can't do it myself, but I enjoy others doing it. So Joe is pouring some whiskey into his boot.
The same whiskey that we had for the eggnog. I just never took it back downstairs.
What whiskey is that? Not the moonshine that your dog likes.
This is the Clyde Mays. Oh,
Thank you, Seth.
the
Clyde
Clyde
Mays.
Mays straight bourbon whiskey.
Oh,
So,
okay. Clyde Mays straight bourbon whiskey. Okay.
yeah, it's okay. It's nothing special, but I like the bottle, and so sometimes the bottle fools you. And,
Okay. Yeah, it's about a $60 to $70 bottle.
Yeah, it's fine. I it's good for mixing. I make old fashions with it, or put it in eggnog,
Right.
to try to make eggnog taste a little bit better.
And
So.
it does. You liked it a lot, actually.
Yeah.
All right, so Clyde May Seth, what we learned was a $60 to $70 bottle is just nothing to Joe. Nothing. Now that he's a monetized YouTuber, nothing. You've heard of Jake Paul? Move over. Here comes the Christmas aficionado. So,
I hope I'm a lot better than Jake Paul.
Are you announcing your fight against Evander Holyfield here live on the show now? Is that coming up next?
No, that's okay. I don't feel like fighting old men.
Oh, okay. So here's the deal. So you get there, you see Carly. She gives you your boot shot. You're like, this is a fantastic start already.
Yes,
okay.
It was. And she told me how excited she was for another year at Christmas Con. And I said, well, who are you going to go see? And she mentioned, I got pictures of Tyler, and she's going to go get pictures of Kimberly and Chris and Paul Campbell and Andrew Walker. And I said, well, didn't you get pictures of them last year? And she goes, I did. And I was like, okay.
That's cool. So
can you have too many?
Apparently not. And I have learned that everybody there cannot have enough.
Oh, really? Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm one of those people that I've met each one of them about once, and I'm good. I don't need to do it again.
Okay.
But I have learned that is not the norm.
So people go every year and get the picture with the same celebrities over and over. Wow.
Yeah.
I guess it makes sense because, Seth, every time I see you, we take pictures together, and this has been going on for 40-something years. So that makes sense. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And Carly's a great person. She gave me some tips before, about, we have to get in line as soon as possible. I asked her if I should cry, when I meet him, and she said no. But if you feel the need, go ahead.
Don't hold it back.
Exactly. So so we there is two different levels of people. There are VIPs, which you have to pay an extra, I don't know, $70.
Not on the Christmas cousins. We're all equals here, Joe.
Yeah, I know. I know because I was
tiered system you guys have, or they have
a caste system, Seth. We don't have that on the Christmas cousins.
All inclusive.
So we had this general admission ticket, and so did Carly, and so they let the VIPs in first. They let them in a half an hour early.
How much more is a VIP ticket versus a normal?
Like $70
a day or total?
Total, I think.
Oh, okay. But so far, you only benefits a half hour early.
I think it's like $70. I might be wrong on that, but it's a lot more.
Seth, that's a bottle of whiskey to Joe. So
I know. That's what.
So a VIP also allows you to go in the VIP line. Ooh. And when you are getting an autograph or you're going to go meet a celebrity, they let 3 VIPs go and then one general admission person.
Oh, okay. So TSA pre-check.
Yeah.
Right.
So essentially, if you are like 100th back and there is, hundreds of VIP, you're going to be there all day. That's essentially
it's a nightmare.
It is. It can be. It can
because you're just standing. But it is fun in line. Do you talk to people, right, and stuff?
Yeah. So it hit 2:00. And they let us in. And Carly and I were the first people in line.
First non-VIP. First non-VIPs. Right.
So we were the first general admission.
Nice.
And we said, let's get in line for Tyler. And she goes, you need to, because I figured Friday's the best day because Saturday's a nightmare. There's more people on Saturday than there are Friday or Sunday. And I said, if I'm going to do this, let's just use Friday as the day to get the autograph. So we lightly ran to his line. And we got in line, and I think I was maybe 7th in line for the general admission.
Okay. And you were texting us updates the whole time, which we really appreciated. It was fun seeing the pictures. It made us feel like we were there. And one quick teaser. On Sunday, Joe wore his sponsored Christmas Cousin T-shirt.
Well, we're going to get there.
We're going to get there and see what the reaction is. Okay. Seth, what are you up to? You look like you're up to something devious.
Yeah.
What? Is that Mrs. X? We've heard her voice live on air. Live on air, Joe. Oh my God.
Come on. Let us talk to her.
Let's say hi to her. Let's say hi, Seth. Come on.
Let her say hi.
Come on. Let her say hi.
She doesn't want to be on camera.
No camera. Just say hello.
Just say hello.
Yeah. Come on, Seth.
Come on.
Well, she's
X?
not here. She's not here. She's on her way.
Oh.
She was telling me to put the drawbridge down in like 2 minutes. So she's gonna be here.
There it is. There's
I'll
the
have to turn the
drawbridge.
camera off.
Okay, turn the camera off and let her come say hi. Wow.
If she's up for it.
She's up for it. If she wants me to say yes to giving you your hand, giving her your hand in matrimony.
Yes.
She knows. She knows she has to ask me first. So, okay. Anyway, so, wow. Look at Joe. Seth is getting not enough attention. He was like, I'm calling Mrs. X on the phone. Did you see his face, Joe? He was like looking down. I knew he was up to something. This is the same Seth that when he was underage would sneak beers at family parties. That was the face. I know that face.
Right. Up to something. It's the same one I see when I see you looking off screen. I'm like, what's he doing?
Yeah, exactly. And I'm Googling away.
Right. Click, 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 click.
That's awesome. Okay, so Joe, you were waiting in line.
So when we're in line,
Okay.
and there's a sign behind Tyler that says,
for the moment you've all been waiting for.
Okay.
there's a sign behind Tyler that says, I apologize, I have lost my voice, but I still came here. I appreciate you, and I still look pretty for you, Tyler. So Tyler lost his voice
Wow.
from the weekend before. He was at some other, I think he was at that Hallmark convention con or whatever it was. So
Was he screaming?
I don't know, but he had no voice. So
I have footage of him. Okay, so no voice.
He was with Lonnie at Scores.
So I was like, well, that's gonna make it a little quicker to get through this line, because now he
Right.
can't talk to them. So I'm like, bonus for me, because I want to meet him, but I also don't want to be in line for 10 hours,
Right.
Right.
So what happened is all those VIP people got in their VIP line, but the general admission people, we were one of the first few people to get in line. So I got to see him way before half of those VIP did, because there's so many of them. So I saw him in 39 minutes. I waited in line for 30 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
39 minutes.
That's
when you wait for 39 minutes, what are you doing? You're in line just talking to people, basically.
Yeah. When we were in line, he was already there signing autographs when we got there. And Andrew Walker came in and said hello to him. Kimberly Sustad, who looked really good, I have to say.
Yeah?
She
Okay.
looked really good. She was wearing this dress. It was just like, wow.
Do they all cut in front of you?
Well, they can, because they're the celebrities. They can go and see whatever they want.
I would have yelled out, "Get to the back of the line!"
But they all said hello to Tyler and stuff, and there was
Keep talking. Okay, we're listening.
I did see.
Well, Seth is so distracted this episode, Joe. It's crazy. He turned the camera up and left them echoing. Okay, there we go. Great. Okay. So
All right. So there's a lot of people. They love to talk about Tyler.
Okay.
And Carly and I just sat there and waited patiently.
And what are you guys talking about? It just life in general or Tyler stuff?
Just about what she's going to do this weekend and what her plans are, because I know her plans are going to be very different from mine.
Right.
But we talked about that. But then what's funny is that you hear the people behind us, and kind of making commentary.
Oh,
And,
really?
and yeah, that's
About what?
interesting.
About other people or about Tyler?
Other people they're afraid are going to talk too long to him.
Really?
Yeah.
Like gossipy kind of. Wow.
Yeah, and again, I want to stress that this was not Carly. She was not doing that. But I don't. I heard there's a woman behind us that says, "Oh, this woman is just not moving and talking." And, like they're very. I mean, I get it. You don't want to be in line forever, and there are people that do take advantage of meeting them.
Right.
So,
what is the courtesy in that? Are you supposed to rush, or are you like, look, I only get one time to meet the guy?
I think 30.
Thanks, Seth.
Oh, sorry. No, I'll mute it. It's a riveting story, I'm sure.
Why, is someone with you, Seth?
Someone is with me.
Is this the first ever live appearance? I know it's echoing, so we won't do it long. Is this the first ever live appearance of Mrs. X live on the Christmas Cousins?
Maybe.
Are you there, Mrs. X? Are you there?
I am here.
Oh
It's
my
me.
God.
Look at those faces. They are utter amazement right now.
I'm a real person.
She
A real
is. She
Seth,
is.
you
And she
programmed the Mrs. X AI to sound so realistic. It's amazing, Seth. This is
Right.
really good.
I told you I was messing around with that. What's that?
Give her the earbuds. It's all big.
Yeah, the echo is crazy.
Okay.
Just put
all right.
Mrs. X on and we'll have a nice conversation. Seth, you take a nap. Here
Here, I think.
we go. This is like when Beth comes down to Howard Stern studio and gets on there. This is very exciting.
It's a little different experience.
Wow, Joe, in the middle of your story, we're at Friday. And we're echoing.
Put that in there right here.
Here we go. He's teaching her how to
Hi.
use headphones.
you
There
hear
she is, Mrs. X, everybody, live studio audience, her first appearance. This is amazing. Mrs. X, thank you for joining. This is Joe. Hello. Hello. You've seen Joe before, I believe, correct?
Well, I've heard his voice. I've heard his voice. And I know he exists. So
Okay.
I
hello.
exist. Hello.
You exist too.
This is
I
amazing.
do. I'm a real person.
Did you think Seth made the whole podcast up?
It could have been a figment of his imagination. I didn't know, but
Right. Sometimes we don't know if Seth knows either that he's on the
Right,
podcast.
exactly.
So we have no idea. So you're over there. Wow. So we're just discussing the Christmas Con recap. Now, Mrs. X, I know you are a big Hallmark fan, correct? You love the Hallmark movies?
some of them, yeah.
Some of them. Yes, that's how I think we feel as well. And you love the Christmas season. I know you guys go
I
all
do
out
love
with
the
big
Christmas season. I do
Here's
love
what,
it.
Here's what we need to find out. Cousin Seth, we are going to decide this winter whether he graduates and becomes a jolly junior and goes backwards to becoming a festive freshman because he doesn't have a tree. He's not doing anything planned yet for Christmas Eve, and there's some other things that along the way that we've seen cracks in his curriculum. Yes. So, what are you thinking Christmas Eve to salvage this? Because this will come up during his final exams. As
I don't know. He thought, what if he went and visited Santa? Would that make up for it? Would that be
Oh,
like the
yeah.
extra credit you're looking for?
That would help. That would
There's
help.
a Santa at the mall. You can go sit on his lap and see what he
Oh,
says.
Mrs. X, yes, yes. That's
Yes.
bonus extra points.
That would be the extra credit to push you over.
It's got to happen this weekend. I think time is running out.
It is.
Well, I
making
tell you
toys.
what, it'll be
Absolutely.
bonus points that adds to this because I mean the fact that you don't have a tree this year, Seth, is exactly why I'm going this route where I'm recommending that you fail the sophomore year.
Wow. Not only fail, be held back, but I think sitting on Santa's lap would be almost like a doctoral thesis of bonus points.
sure
If
would.
Mrs. X, can you make this happen? Well,
Listen,
is this
I know where
breaking
there's a
news?
Santa. He just needs to show up.
Okay. Here's the problem with Seth. Unless you are there to make him show up, he won't show up.
Right.
So this weekend, Mrs. X, can we confirm and rely on you to get Seth? Because I
I'll
want
be
him to
honest.
graduate. Yeah.
I'll be on it. So.
Okay. Oh,
Okay,
you're
well, I'm
going to
gonna
be
give
on
this-
it. Oh, great. Okay.
Well, I'm not on Santa. That's him. But
Right.
I'll be on the task.
Right. Okay. So here's the question: is this the weekend? Not the weekend you're going to South Haven. That's after Christmas,
Yes,
correct?
it's after Christmas. Yes.
Interesting. So tell us, because Seth can't even hear right now. He's in an isolation booth. What is it like off-air dating cousin Seth? It's got to be so exciting and so entertaining all the time.
It's wild and wacky. What can I say?
Yeah, we
It's
can say that.
crazy.
We can say that. Yeah, oh yeah. It's party with Seth. So, but you find also the other side of Seth that we don't see on air as much, the loving kind, the sweet and thoughtful
Yes.
kind, right? The
All
selfless
of that
kind.
is true. All of that is
Yes.
true too.
And I bet he keeps you very entertained on long drives when you're,
Yeah,
you know.
he's got a lot to say, and he can make a lot of conversation with himself or with me,
Or himself, or anyone.
sometimes
right.
he has imaginary conversations with other people. Like, who are you talking to?
Oh, are you able to record those when that happens?
I will try, and I'll report back.
Joe, we have an internal spy now. This is fantastic.
Right.
This is great.
It is great. Now, Mrs. X, one last question. We won't keep you
Yes.
forever. Cousin Seth's his outfits, as the kids say, are a big discussion on the show as well.
Yeah.
What do you think about his geographical favoritism? In other words, he wears a lot of clothing that has geography on it. Are you a fan of that? Are you helping him change up his look, or what's
Each
going on?
one's a
with
special memory, which is what I like. They bring a little bit of joy, each article of clothing.
that? Wow. Boy, that's a good
I have a
spokesperson.
question. I have a question.
Oh, good.
Have you heard that Chad is trying to expose who you are? Because on the podcast,
Breaking
Right.
he
news.
said your name.
I did hear that my name was revealed, but only my first name, not my last name.
Correct.
Well, I mean, how many of the I won't say it because it's not, we're still calling her Mrs. X. But if, people start to do some research, we're going to have to blame Chad.
Right. Well, I am triangulating so far what we know. We know you got chocolate at the Christmas market. We know that you're shorter than Cousin Seth, so we're looking for a woman less than 6'2" who got chocolate at the Christmas market,
Right.
who also has been to Michigan in the past year. So we are getting close. We are getting really close to unveiling.
The Venn diagram is very narrow now.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Truly am.
overlapping there. Yeah, it really is. So this is great. Wow. Okay,
Okay,
so
well-
one last question. Cousin
Yeah.
Seth's estate, which is your favorite? Do you prefer the billiards room, the indoor pool, or the library? Which is your favorite of the three?
That's a tough one. Well, he hasn't shown me the indoor pool yet, so.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I'd say his music room and his drawing room are perhaps my favorite.
Wow, you hear that, ladies and gentlemen? His music room and his drawing room. Well, Mrs. X, thank you so much. The exclusive, I didn't expect it this
Yes.
nice. I would have worn a tux. Joe, we would have worn black tie, of course.
Well,
had
I'm
we
still
known.
waiting for Seth. We're supposed to go out to dinner, so.
Oh,
Well,
we better
this is
wrap it up
exactly
then.
why he couldn't meet at a certain time. So
Oh, 7:00. He said he was busy. Where are you going tonight? This won't air till after, so the paparazzi won't be able to follow. Where are you going tonight?
I'm almost embarrassed to tell you where we're going. It's so fancy and high class.
Okay, is it Chick-fil-A?
It's not Chick-fil-A. What's the name of that place? I'm blanking on it.
That establishment?
Oh, Panda Express.
Oh, Panda Express.
I love a bowl of Panda Express.
Oh, really? Okay, so that's. Oh, wow, see that, Joe? I don't know that
Love a
Seth has
Panda
told her
Express
she's a billionaire yet that he's a billionaire yet because he wants her to love him for him, not his money.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
that makes sense. Okay, so you didn't hear that, Mrs. X. He's
It's
not.
like the dating show Average Joe. Do you remember that? He's just an average Joe. And he's going to reveal to me
yes.
who he really is.
Good callback. That was like the original. Yeah, that was
Yeah,
years
he's the
ago.
original.
Wow.
Seth is the average Joe. He's average Seth.
But yes, but
It's
he's
a
really
ringing
not.
endorsement.
Right.
He does it all. He's our own Renaissance man. Well, Mrs. X, thank you so much. Always a pleasure talking to you. Maybe, Joe, ready for this one? Maybe cousin Mrs. X one day. I'm just saying.
Oh my
I'm
God.
just saying.
Oh my
You
gosh,
don't
you're going to
know.
embarrass Seth here. He's freaking out.
That's the whole point of the podcast. I mean, that's this is love in the air, and you know,
Okay, here
one
he
thing we
is.
have in common, Mrs. X, we both love our cousin Seth.
Oh, that's
yes, we
true.
do.
That is
Oh, yeah.
Here he
Well, thank you.
is.
Enjoy Panda Express.
Oh, I will.
Fancy. Yes. What do you think, audience? Wow. I have to rewrite the episode description now. I didn't want to have any more work to do. This is a major development.
should I finish my story?
Where were we? It's going to pale in
Oh,
comparison.
I
You
was-
meet Tyler and we met Mrs. X. Wow,
Yeah.
what a day. What a day. Okay.
So
Yes.
I was just about it's my turn to meet Tyler,
Okay.
and I go up to him, and I joked with Carly because they all wear the Tyler bracelets. Have you seen the Tyler bracelets?
They like the Swifty bracelets kind of thing?
Yeah.
Well, no,
Are
no,
they?
they're little metal. They're little gold bracelets, and
Oh,
they
that
have
interlock.
half a heart. And then you connect. If you have one, he'll connect his to yours, and your arms are like this. So I said to Carly, I said, "Well, I need a bracelet. I think that would be
Yeah.
amazing."
Absolutely.
But I didn't have one, so maybe next year, if I just if I go again, I guess I got to meet Tyler. That's what you do.
Right.
So
Yeah, you do.
Uh,
Right.
but I went up to Tyler and I showed him the board. He did sign the Hallmark board behind me, and
That's awesome.
he looked at it, and he went like this, and I said, "No, I did not make it. I designed it, but I did not, carve it." And then he goes, and he couldn't speak, so he just shook his head. And then
I don't what say something like you like woodworking, you're into working. What the hell is it?
so then
Talking.
so then I said to him, I said, "Can I tell you something that I never thought would happen?" He goes, and he like looked at me almost like what? And I said, I want to thank you for bringing together the Howard Stern community and the Hallmark Christmas community together.
Yes,
Because
yes.
those
Great
are two
line.
things. Those are two things I would never thought that would happen. And he looked at me, and I said, "I'm a huge Howard Stern fan. I want to thank you very much for it." And he goes,
Oh, nice. Okay, he gave.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on audio.
"Oh yeah, we're on a podcast." He put his hands together and almost said, like, "Thank you."
Right. Okay. So, wow. So that's cool. So you bonded a little bit over Stern. You looked him
did.
directly in the eyes. Is he as handsome in person as he appears on screen?
Yeah,
He's a good-looking guy.
he is a
Yeah.
good-looking guy. I'm a little taller than him.
Oh, okay. How
from
tall are
what I
you,
can
Joe?
tell. I'm 5'10".
Okay.
I think he's like about 5'9". He did have boots on, so I think
Oh, he might
in
be
the
4'3".
if you look at the picture, he looks like he's a little taller than me, but I'm pretty sure that I'm just a little bit taller than him. But yeah, God, he's a nice looking guy. I mean,
He's a movie star.
I'm not going to deny it. I think I understand, and he is so personable with everybody who is there. Like I
Really?
watched him interact with people,
Right.
and he hugged everybody that came up. He didn't hug me. I don't
No.
know why, but I can get a hug. But he hugged
Next year.
everybody.
That's VIP.
That's next year, yeah. Well, and so he hugged everybody. He did. He talked to them. He held their hands. I saw one woman show her tattoo of his. That she had a tattoo on her ankle of him.
Oh my!
Really?
Yeah, and he took a picture of that, and yeah, like he's one of the best people you could meet, because just watching him interact with people, he knows that this is his audience. And you need to appreciate them. And most of the celebrities that are there did the same exact thing. So. But yeah, after I was there at 2:40, I had already met Tyler, which
was
was
crazy.
Which was my big goal. Yeah, so
I thought it was
40 minutes
funny. Like I was, it was Friday. I'm like, oh, he's not, I was thinking you weren't getting the picture till like Saturday or something like that, and then like it was a nice little treat on Friday afternoon. I was like, look at him. He didn't waste any time.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, that's the beauty, the magic of New Jersey. That's what it's like,
It is, yeah.
So,
New Jersey song.
I know we're running long, and so I'll give you
We're on to Saturday.
I'll just give you a quick synopsis of the rest of the weekend and end with the photo.
Okay, but Friday night, what did you do? Did you go out? Oh no, you didn't get a beer. You just got a sandwich and had some drinks alone in your room, right?
You got a hoagie.
I got a hoagie
from Wawa.
No. There's a place called Tasty Sub. It is in Edison, New Jersey. Well, around Edison. I don't know if it's specifically in there. I go there every year and I get that. It is one of the best Italian subs I've ever had.
Yeah, Jersey's known for that. It's called the Christmas Aficionado number 3. Just order that.
And I stopped at the Liquor Cave and I got Sam Adams Winter Lager, and then I bought some Angel Envy whiskey to put into my glass. Wow. And I drank 3 beers, ate half the hoagie, did a few shots, and Christmas Aficionado passed out.
Right.
Wow. And no hangover the next morning. Nothing. You're totally fine. Wow.
No, I was tired. I mean, after that drive and everything else, it was, I got up at 4:30 so that I could get on the road. So yeah, I was pretty tired. But
so here's my question, because I know Seth is waiting for your big dinner, Seth, Panda Express.
No, it was so I know you stayed a little off site, a little ways away, but were most of the people staying around at the same hotel, or
there's one hotel that's right near the convention center, and that they charge an arm and a leg now that Christmas Con happens there, so I don't stay there. I say it's about 10 minutes away in New Brunswick, I think is what it's called.
New Brunswick, where
yeah,
Rutgers
so
is.
it's just right,
Yeah.
it's right down the highway. It's not that far. It takes about 10-15 minutes depending on traffic. And it was like $100 some a night, and it was a Hilton. So
Okay, that works.
Yeah, it
Okay,
was fine.
that's right near Perth Amboy, where Uncle Barry's from. Seth,
Yeah,
that's where he grew up.
Oh,
He's been there. Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. The hotel doesn't have a bar, and that's the only downfall to it, because at least I could go hang out and see if there's anybody else from Chris. I did see a lot of people from the convention that were staying there and stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, that's fine. By the time you spend a whole day there, it's really hard to say, oh, I want to go and party at night too.
Right. Although if we go next year.
But yeah, we're hitting it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be 3 days of just chaos.
On Friday, so before I left, I met Corey Sevier from Noel Next Door. And
Seth, you know him? He was a tall guy, dark hair, looks like he might be 15, might be 50.
Okay.
He's got that like little boy haircut.
Yes. All right.
And then I met Maggie. I met Maggie Lawson, who was in Sugar Plums.
Yes.
And I wasn't going to meet her, but after seeing Sugar Plummed and loving it so much, I had to go say hello to her. And
perfect timing. Didn't her movie just come out right before the con or that weekend?
It did. But and you know what? And I was looking down on her a little bit, because I'm pretty sure she's in one of those evergreen movies that I'm so tired of.
Oh, right.
I think she's in like the second one, maybe.
She is, yes, with Paul Campbell
no, Paul Green. Paul Green.
Yeah, right. I like those evergreens, except the last one. Or the last, the Hat Factory one. The Hat Factory one.
When you watch these so many times, you eventually get sick of them. But anyway.
Yeah. It's not a picture-perfect Christmas. I got you.
Yeah. Right. So then Saturday I woke up. I went and did my tradition of getting the big giant pancake from Harold's. I didn't do it. I usually do it on Sunday, but I was in the mood for a pancake, maybe because I drank 3 beers and 2 shots of whiskey. But I went and got my pancake. I did not eat it all.
Is that your goal, to finish it? These pancakes, for those of you who haven't seen, are like it's like 2 feet, like a radius, right? I mean, they're long. They're big.
Yeah, these are huge.
And it comes with a little American flag that they put on it, and I put it in my wallet to save it. Yep.
Look at that.
That is Americana.
It's a full-size flag. That's how big the pancake is.
So I failed at eating all of that. I ate a good portion of it, but I would still say I probably ate 60% of it.
Oh, that's not bad. It looked more. You sent the picture. It looked like you were more up in the upper 70s, I would say.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Seth, next year we don't have to buy breakfast. We'll eat his leftovers.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. I'll just split it up. It's perfect.
We don't eat much.
So then Saturday morning, I went and met Jody Sweeten from.
So wait,
Full
Joe,
House.
I have a question. So because I've never been to a convention of any, I went to surf one for a business thing, but so you go, aside from meeting people, what else is there to do? You go shop around at the various vendor booths, and what else is there? Is there food on site? Are there hangout areas? Or is it just go? Like if I went, I don't care that I would to meet people or not. I would rather meet the fans than meet the stars. So I would just kind of be walking around. I don't know what I would do all day, in other words.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you're not there to meet celebrities, you're going to get pretty bored. There is shopping, and I did a bunch of shopping. I bought a bunch of stuff, and then I did meet up with some people. I met up with the Hallmark guys, and I hung out with them for a little while.
That looked like a fun picture. And you've met them before, right?
A long time ago, but they know who I am. So it was very nice. And I talked with Alonzo Duralde for a while. We talked about Single Santa Seeks Mrs. Claus, that beautiful movie that you guys haven't watched yet, which we're gonna have to. I think that's like one of the things that Seth has to watch to become a Jolly Junior. So
wow, I don't even know that movie.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
The Steve Guttenberg classic.
Oh, Steve Guttenberg. Okay.
Okay.
Seth, who made Steve Guttenberg? A star we did. Remember that one, the Stonecutter Simpsons episode?
Oh, right.
Who holds back the electric car? We do. We do.
So, and then
We're going way back.
I'm way back.
so I talked to Brand for a while, and then I actually talked to Dan for a little bit.
Okay.
Not long, but I've never really talked to Dan. So I talked to and
What did you guys talk about? What about Cousin Seth did you talk, should I say?
I'm sure there was other conversations.
They all thanked me for doing the Christmas morning audio things for the party
Yes.
episodes, and then during Bramble Fest, I send over a video of one of those. So I put one of those together, and so he thanked me for that. I met Brian, who is the other
third
person on the
co-host.
show, the third co-host.
Are
Yeah.
you going to go to Bramble Fest next July?
Well, Brand told me last year that he'd love to have me come. So it's not too far from you. So maybe I'll drive down and pick you up, and we'll
Pick
head
me
over.
up. That'd be fun. Greenville, Seth will come.
Yeah,
in his
that'd be a good time.
We could-
I'm going to Greenville.
it usually happens in July, so we gotta put our plans together for when we do it.
What a lovely month to be in Greenville, South Carolina. It looks like I just met someone who lives there. It looks like such a cool area this time of year. There's ice skating on Main Street. There's a river through the town or like a park or whatever and all these trails. But in July, it's just going to be brutally hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all right.
So
So anyway, okay, so you're talking to them. You're hanging out. They're great guys, right?
Yep.
As
Yeah.
you
No, they
expect.
were a lot of fun.
They seem
Brand
like
gave me a T-shirt. So
Oh.
I got a free Deck the Hallmark T-shirt. Yeah.
Oh, a deck.
very
Okay, I
nice.
thought it was going to be like maybe it was like a Hanes T-shirt or something, but it was Deck the
Well, no,
Hallmark.
he
No.
took
So
the
you
shirt
could
right
use
off the
this.
back and said, "Here,
Right.
take my shirt."
Right. Oh, wow. Okay. I love that.
Just that good of a guy.
Yeah.
Yes. But so I did some shopping.
Okay.
Let me
What
show
did you get
real
us?
quick. So this is something I got from my mom,
Oh.
and she won't listen to this or watch the video, so we can be.
She might be. We do have a lot of listeners. We'll go over that count. We forgot to do our update. Whoa.
So this is a little craft
Oh.
that this woman makes inside a
Oh.
lantern. It's this little Christmas scene. There is a light that you can turn on, and it lights up inside.
Okay.
But this is her Christmas present.
Ooh, that's
So-
nice.
That
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, so it's
Okay.
pretty cute.
And that's nice local. You supported a local artist with that too. I like that. Like a small artist. That's cool. Okay.
And then I met Alonzo. When I met him at Alonzo, I handed him. He signed my book.
Oh,
right.
Very nice.
look
Okay.
at that.
Signed copy. Seth, you have an edition. It's not signed though.
It's not signed.
I mean, not by Alonzo, not by the author. You signed it several times. Dear
I
Seth,
put my name in
enjoy.
it.
Yeah.
If found, lost, please return to.
There was a fun shop that sold like old 80s, 70s, 60s kind of Christmas stuff.
Oh wow.
And this woman was selling this Muppets Christmas display from Hallmark from years ago. So I bought that. I thought that was kind of cool. I know.
You're just walking around town making people offers on things. Say, how much is that broken down lawnmower over there?
It's green. It's Christmassy.
There's a woman she draws ornaments and burns them. So these are characters from a Christmas special called Emmett Otter's Christmas.
Jug band.
Yeah.
Christmas.
That's a sad
So-
one. I remember that. Watching that. It's
this
sad, isn't it?
This is the Nightmare, a little bit, but it's got the Nightmare, which is like a heavy metal Muppet band.
Wow, that's
And
cool.
So she made all those little ornaments. I bought
Seth,
that.
are you doing what I'm doing and calculating all the costs of this weekend to
Yeah.
help figure out Joe's net worth?
Well, the
Just
receipt,
keep adding.
Yeah,
the receipts are coming, guys.
I know. Send them all
And
over.
here's a present for Mrs. Aficionado.
Of course, it's in a black plastic bag. The one you get. We know where this come from. Two places, Joe: liquor stores and.
So there's another store that sells retro 80s, 90s toys and all sorts of stuff there
At the convention. Okay.
at the convention. Yeah.
Breaking news. This is Mrs. Aficionado's gift. And what is it? A new kid's on the
Nice.
block. Oh, wow.
So
New kids on the block dog.
she a few years ago, I got her all the little action figures except for Danny, because they didn't have Danny, and they had this one, and it's mint in box.
Whoa. So where would
Oh.
she put that around the house? Like, Is there a china cabinet that also has new kids? Because I see your room has a lot of what we would call tchotchkes. Is it in your room?
She has her own little space in the attic that she likes to sit up there and work and do stuff, and that's where she puts it.
Okay.
And so I also got her this bumper sticker.
That's
Nice.
a legit old one, huh? Like that's not a reissue. Wow.
Yeah.
No, it's all old stuff. And then
I hope she's not listening. I think she listens.
and then I'm a sucker for candles.
Yes,
So
you are.
this one is called Holiday Spice. It's
Ooh.
honey sweetened cinnamon apples brushed with citrus, vanilla, and balsam wood.
Whoa, that does sound lovely. Okay, I
Very
like that.
nice.
Wow.
So I did all that shopping while I was there, and then they do have panels. You can watch the panels where the celebrities will talk.
Okay.
And then sometimes you can ask them questions. They did a ugly sweater contest, all sorts of stuff like that. But then I ducked out on Saturday around 3:00.
Okay.
I took the train into New York City.
Oh,
I went. I know. I know. Money bucks.
Yeah.
That $15 train. Right.
It all adds up. We're counting
And then I went and saw the Rockefeller Christmas tree. I will never do that again because it was the most insane amount of people I've ever seen on
really?
a Saturday night in New York City. Everybody decides that's when they want to go see the tree too. So, I was by myself, so I was able to kind of like maneuver my way in, get a couple pictures, took the subway back to Penn Station, got a slice, and then headed back to Edison. So,
How was the Penn Station slice? Did it live up to the hype about New York pizza?
Well, I don't remember what the place is called, but it was pretty good.
Okay.
It was fine. It was just to tide me over until I got home and back to the hotel and finished the hoagie that I had the night before.
Right.
I did. I actually ate the rest of it, and then
they
finished.
keep.
And then, they can if you take all the lettuce and crap off of it.
Right.
Yeah. So, and then I finished all the beers and passed out again. And then Sunday morning, I woke up and I ran and got gas at Wawa and got coffee. But then I usually go to this bagel place because, New Jersey bagels are pretty good. They're just like New York and stuff. And I always like to get a Taylor ham sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
And
pork roll. It's called a pork roll in Jersey.
Pork roll, yeah. Well, no, this place was calling it Taylor ham, but I do know it's also called pork roll. Yeah.
Okay.
So, but I did not get one this year. And then I was thinking, as I was driving home, I was like, I could have got a Taylor ham for Tyler Hines, tie them all together, but that didn't work. But anyways,
now you're vegetarian after the faux turkey episode, anyway. So you don't eat that.
Yeah, I mean, the pork rolls is probably not the greatest thing for you, but one a year is not going to kill me.
But if you have 5, you turn into a Guido. True fact. Yes, that's true. Well, okay, so now you went into New York. Yes.
No, so I'm back from New York. This is Sunday now. So Sunday morning, I go to the convention. I meet up with Carly again. She's like determined to go get another picture of Tyler. I think this is like her 3rd or 4th.
Okay.
And she ran over there. I had already met all the celebrities I wanted to meet for that day. So what I did was I just filmed things. I talked to people. Mm-hmm. I did ask them, and he's not here now to hear what I was going to say, but maybe hold off.
Sunday is the day. Yeah, I don't. He just
I did all my filming because Saturday's a crazy day to film, and Friday I wanted to enjoy it on my own. Right. So Sunday, all I did was film. So I went around and I went to some of the shops and I asked them if I could, shoot some of the footage from there. I ran people. I got recognized by certain people. I heard my name. They said Christmas Aficionado.
No way. That's
around.
Fun. That's a new experience.
And I interviewed people. I asked them certain questions. Wow. One of the questions that I did ask is, if you listen to the Christmas Cousins podcast, and surprisingly, every single person I asked had,
Wow, I love that.
Yeah,
Breaking
yeah.
news, everybody. Breaking news. We do have like 40 million average daily listeners, so I'm not surprised, but
I
okay.
came
And-
back right at the perfect time.
Well, I waited until you came back, and
Right.
I asked them which host they would prefer. And this will be, I'm not going to give you any clues of what
I think we
happened,
know.
but it will be in my video that
Oh.
I'm working on, and I will show what everybody's reaction. Who do you prefer? Cousin Chad?
Oh.
But even Cousin
And-
Chad would choose Cousin Seth. This is going to be a runaway. No one's going to pick me. I mean, what the heck?
So that was it. That'll be in the video.
Okay.
And then I bought a Tyler Hines photo op, and I asked Carly, and I asked Joy, who was on the Christmas Cousins. I believe she joined us for one of the lives, correct?
Okay. I believe so. Yeah, if it's the same one. We did have a Joy who was very active with that.
Yeah.
So
And-
and we'd messaged back and forth before too. She seems great. So
Yeah,
I think
no,
you
she
have
was great.
you have a picture we're going to share, and I'll tag everybody. I think I have the right Instagram.
Yes, and so I do. That is her Instagram, by the way.
Oh, good. Okay.
So I then needed one. You have 4 people in a group. So I said, well, we need one more. So I went over and I asked Bran.
Oh,
From
okay.
Deck the Hallmark. I said, I got a picture, and he goes, I'll join you. Sure, that sounds fun.
Nice.
So Bran and I got in line while Carly went and got her picture with Tyler by herself again. And Joy went and got her picture with Tyler. So Bran and I just sat and chatted about things, and it was a great conversation. We just chatted about real life things, not really anything about Christmas or anything. So it was really
Right.
nice.
That is
It's nice to finally get to meet him, in person
Right.
and talk with him. So it was fun. We had a good conversation, and because he knows he's Tyler's best friend, as I said, and well, he does know Tyler because I heard them talking about how he actually sat on Tyler's motorcycle,
Oh,
and so
nice.
he's in with them.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Nice.
I said, well, we can get a good, you want to do, we can do a weird photo. So we did. And what we did was, Carly, we told Carly and Joy that you have to be off to the sides and be almost looking like you're angry that Tyler is giving Bran and myself so much attention. Although he
Right.
gave Bran more attention than anybody else. We walked
Right.
in, Bran and him he gave Bran a big giant hug, and they shared a candy cane,
Yeah.
which I have the
Look
the
at this
final
picture.
photo.
I'll be putting this on
Look.
Instagram to back up this when this airs, either tomorrow or Thursday. Look at that. There's Joy and Bran, Tyler, Joe, and Carly. What a fun time. Everybody
That's
acting out their
awesome.
roles. I like that as a great photo.
I will send you the electronic version of that, so you don't have to use the crappy one I sent you. So,
Okay. Yeah. Please do.
but no, it was fun, and then he was a good sport. Again, like I said, he was a great guy. So at the end of it, I asked Carly, now that I have met him, am I officially a Heine?
Oh, breaking
And
news.
and I think this is where we have to toast, Seth. So if you do have your
Oh.
whiskey ready.
Yes.
I do.
All right.
Here
So
we
she
go.
told me that I am now officially a Heine.
Whoa.
Oh.
Wow, this is amazing.
Wonderful. So
Salute.
Heine Joe. Salud. Look at that, everybody. Wow. The audience, what do you think?
he's in.
He's in.
I'm in.
Heine
So-
Joe.
So
Yeah,
next
that's-
year they have announced that the Christmas Con is December 12th, 13th, and 14th. So you guys got to get your tickets because they go on sale in January.
Okay.
I heard. Well, I think
Yeah.
we're leaning towards it.
Yeah, we got.
Yeah.
We'll have a lot of fun. We can film a bunch of stuff. We can go meet, a celebrity or two.
Yeah.
we won't know-
All of Seth's exes, Lacey Chabert, all the
Right.
rest of them. That would
How's
be
it
fun.
going?
Yeah, how's it going? They'd pay Seth. So that's fantastic. The only thing missing would have been like Saturday night meeting up with a bunch of people having beers at a local brewery or something. That would have been really fun. I'm sure there were
I
meetups
wanted
and
to-
stuff going on.
And I could have probably done that, but I wanted to get to New York. I
Yeah.
wanted to see the tree by myself, and
You wanted to
because I
get
don't-
lost in New York, like
I
the
did.
college.
Well, that's what you do when you're
That's
in New York. You
alone.
go get lost and then explore New York. So
Seth, could you see them like when Joe goes up to pay something like, that's not your credit card, young man. Where's your father?
Oh.
Uh-oh.
So that was Christmas Con. It was
Wow.
a fun
Excellent.
time. I really enjoyed it. I'm hoping that some of the celebrities I wanted to see backed out, so maybe they'll be there next year.
Yes.
Which was really kind of a disappointment, but overall, it's a great weekend to get away. There's a lot of people that I have met over the past few years that have gone, and I see them every year, and and it's really fun. And there's a Facebook group called Christmas Conversations,
Nice.
where you can talk about it in your experience, and you can ask questions. I'm part of that group, and I'm going to
I
be
hope
sharing.
you let them know about this episode.
I will, and I asked them to send me their photos so that I can
fun.
use it in my video. So.
Oh, awesome. Okay. Oh, that's great. So it sounds like a rousing success. Seth and I were watching. We wanted to have a great time. It looked like a great time. So we were kind of like, oh, that looks like a lot of fun. So we were leaning towards going. We'll see. We'll have to make a decision. Right, Seth? Any other questions, Seth? I know you're waiting. Mrs. X, tell her thank you for patiently waiting. She's supposed to go to dinner 40 minutes ago.
I will tell her. Yeah, do they have like panels, like breakout panels? Oh, they do. Okay, I don't know if you mentioned that, but it's okay.
They had a panel of the Good Witch actors who were together. I watched a panel of Lacey Chabert and Maggie Lawson and a couple other ones, and they just ask questions and talk, and it's a really great experience. This is where you can take pictures, all the pictures you want. You can take video. I really wish they would let audience ask questions more, but they're still growing, I guess, as a con. So
Right. Did you ask any questions?
No, they weren't taking any questions. So
Seth, didn't he just say that you asked questions?
You have questions?
Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Well, Seth, you
I
are
have
going
lots
to be
of questions.
Free. No more
What's that?
questions, Seth. No more questions. You are going to be free to go have dinner. Yeah. You have another question?
Oh no! I have a question about the last question.
So next year when we go, we will get the big giant pancake. We will
Yes.
Seth, you and I will go get hoagies because this guy won't eat
Right.
one.
No.
They don't do anything vegetarian.
Meat and simple carbs. No.
And then maybe we can get together with the Deck the Hallmark guys if they're there, and go get a beer, or go with the Heinies and hear all about how great Tyler Hines is and how we pale in comparison as men.
Yeah, I think that's what we all need. And I know some people just telling us how terrible we are.
But I want to let me real quick,
Yeah.
because I know she sometimes listens. I want to thank Carly. She was really great. She helped me, learn all about Tyler Hines. She helped get people together. She was really good, and
she's very kind. Whenever we've spoken to her, she's very cool and very kind. And Seth, you have as well. So that's awesome.
Definitely.
I'm glad. It's a nice community. It really is. And
it is.
I think we'll have a meeting at the Seth Heads also. If we go, that'll be good for sure. So that's where I'll be if you're looking. So, well, this is fantastic, Joe. Thank you so much. I said it'd be a short episode. That never works out. But we got Mrs. X on air, and we got the full recap. It even involved a blizzard. This was like a Christmas miracle episode. Fantastic. Always a great time. If you're looking for Joe, I forgot to say at the beginning, scrolling across the bottom the whole time, check out the Christmas Aficionado on YouTube. He's doing the 25-day countdown of the greatest TV specials. Today was the Grinch. It was fantastic. Yesterday was the Flintstones, which was a good one. I'm really enjoying those, Joe. Great work. Keep it up. I can't wait to see tomorrow. I don't have an inside track. I don't know what number 8 is, but I can't wait. So check Joe out. Check us out. ChristmasCousinsPod@gmail.com, at Christmas Cousins on Facebook, Instagram, and on Blue Sky. Everybody, thank you. Oh, yeah. Look at that mashup. What a mashup.
Oh, yeah.